Not at 5, not at 6, but Siente. So here we go. What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday Thrust Day, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I didn't know that I didn't know if anybody follows kind of the Voight side at all, which I very loosely do and don't. I didn't know that the Asylum had disappeared. Their channel gone. I know that he had gotten a strike or two. I know one definitely for sure. And that was after he deleted a video, but apparently it hit too soon. And that was somebody waving a handgun on the live panel. That's been at least a couple months or so back anyway. Maybe even, probably somewhere in there. Something like that. John Hensley's in the house. I'm doing swell. How are you? Would we call Nemesis your counterpart? I'm not sure. Amateur Aquatic. Wow. Pleasant surprise again. I saw you in that VC. I saw you in there. I was tempted just to go in there and just listen. But I don't know how those... I guess it was pretty chill from what I had heard at least one person describe. But those VCs, they get so insane. And people just, going screaming over each other. That when you're wearing ear pods, it really stings. It really hurts, and I just can't do it for more than like 30 seconds. Even that's too long, I think. So I just don't really tune into it. Weren't you in the Vegas Valley VC? I have to go back and look at the screenshots of who all was up in there. Then again, you never know. There's so many people using each other's avatars and names, you don't really know who's who half the time. So, who the hell knows? It could be, it could not be. That is the question. That server, I've been keeping dibs on it for the past week or so, and it's a lot like the Lucy Diamond server. It's like the same 10 people that kind of rotate in and out all the time. You got like 250 people or some shit like that in there, and you definitely don't have anywhere near that, typing or talking, either one. Or both. The Lucy Diamond server's got a shite ton of people in there, and it's kind of the same thing. The one thing I hate is the spamming. Yeah, it's people. I did it a couple times just to prove a point, but you get the same people. The same people keep shitposting the same stuff over and over and over, and it's just like the same. It's like the bullshit people were pulling with me a couple of years ago. It's just the same regurgitated. Literally beat that dead horse to death. And it's just tired. It's just boring. It's lame-o. It's like, God, we've all heard this a bajillion times before. Let's try something new, shall we? And nobody ever does. Nobody ever does. It's the same stuff. The same memes, the same Giphies, everything. And some of these people have the audacity to try to call me out for that and say, I was at Binks and reported for spamming. Well, okay, good luck with that. I couldn't count how many times she's posted the same meme at least 8 times a day or more. The same server. Anyways, what are my thoughts on... I talked a little bit about that yesterday. I think it's pretty cut and dry on that one. It's just... I think my theory on it, if you will, is her mother, who Rick had kept calling and bugging, bothering, harassing, whatever you want to call it, all the above. I honestly think she just got tired of his shit and just said that to try to get him to stop calling her. That's my theory. And I believe when Rick found out about it, she used it to her advantage, just to get one up on him. I mean, I can't. The thing about that is although I wouldn't ever do that myself, I can understand it. And the reason I can understand it is because everyone fails to know the lore of all of that, which Rick doxed her entire family, kids included. He doxed her entire freaking family. He did that to that lady Diana like 3 years or so ago. Same thing. And I get it. I get when hey, listen, someone doxes your entire freaking bloodline, you kind of get pissed off. I would, wouldn't you? Any normal person would probably not find that too amusing. So I get why she did it. Doesn't mean I approve of, faking one's own, death. Of course not. Have you ever seen me do that out here? No, of course not. But people, you need to read a little bit more into it. And, like for Lisa B to say, well, Rick's never done that. Well, yeah, he actually has done that. And more than once declared people dead, and they're not. Was Glenn Lanebright was one of them. Patriot Defense was one of the other ones. He was declared dead within 72 hours of not being in any chat on YouTube. And that was a couple years or so ago. And he just simply took a vacation and got off of YouTube and then came back like, I don't know, a month later. Boom, there he was again. So that argument is completely moot, null and void. But I mean, and the selective outrage towards that scenario, I'll like to say it, is that people act like, oh, how atrocious and horrible this is. Is it? I mean, this is nothing new out here. We've seen this before. Only, in other instances, it involved people scamming for money. Like I had mentioned, if you go back in time to Langley Lang, who, again, faked Storm Hunter's death and ended up accruing, I think it was at least $1,600 or more off of it, banking it. I don't see any kind of indication that would be the case here. It's just, I simply think she was trying to get one back on Rick Rude for doing what he did to her, and I think that's it. In a way, I think it's kind of funny. In another way, if anyone was I seriously, did you see Rick distraught? Did you see Lisa be distraught over hearing the news? Although it was fake news. I sure as hell didn't. So, I don't believe they shed a tear over that. I mean, it's, look at the video content. So Rick is actually the one who declared her dead initially, at first. And that was just off of information that he got from her mom. So there it is in a nutshell. It's really that simple. There's really not much more to read into that other than that. I mean, Rick is a dick. We all know it. And, it's a wonder why guys like Bedtime Clown and them like the guy and follow the guy and all that shit. So there you go. I mean, scum does float to the top, does it not? I think it does. Hey, that's nothing new, right, out here? Anyways, let's see. Oh, yes, I remember that. I remember that. Yes, I do. I absolutely remember that. I do. And you know something? I'm glad you bring that up. When you're talking about his dog Cinnamon in that instance, and what he did is supposedly, it's alleged, not proven, that GR8 had called animal control on him. I've seen no proof to support that. I know that she had said that, but that doesn't mean because she had said that in an old video that somebody else would have taken the self-initiative to go ahead and do that, which is also possible too. What I do know is this. I know she was upset to learn that his dog had died. That he made claims that he shot and killed it or whatever, and over the whole getting a citation for being was it the rabies shot or whatever the hell it was. So like I say, that's just another reason why she would have done this, to get back at him. I mean, that's stuff that a lot of people just don't recollect it. I honestly had almost all but forgotten about that until you just mentioned it just now. So, there's always more to the story than meets the eye, and people are so quick to judge. And I heard Lisa say she wished that GR8 and Lady Di were dead. That's not so cool. It's not so hot, right? You want my opinion on that one? I'll give it to you. Shout out to the replay crew, by the way. I believe that Lisa was more upset and angry that the drama didn't unfold on her channel and it unfolded on somebody else's channel. And there you go. That's just my opinion. I mean, hey, she's got her opinions. You guys got your own opinions, and those are mine. That's it. I can have my own opinion about whatever the hell I want. And that's just the way it is. I mean, could I be wrong? Of course I could be wrong. Could I be right? Sure thing. Oh, be Jesus. But the thing of it is, yeah, Rick is a real turd, and people... That's the whole reason I stopped getting on Lisa's channel to begin with, is because, like I say, I was on her panel, just hanging out, having a good time. I don't know where she gets this disrespecting her bullshit from, but whatever. If it works for you, go with it, girl. Go with it. It's fine. Do I hate Lisa V? Of course I don't. I don't hate her at all. She can be a lot. She can just be an absolute blast to hang out with. Abso-frickin-lutely. But the line that I dissed her and ran a roughshod over her channel. I mean, that was Rick Crew did that. Rada did that. ASMR did that. Those people did that. I didn't do that. No. I was actually out there having a really good time with her, and then she let Rick Crew get on there, and he just completely just trashed it. I mean, he wouldn't shut the fuck up and running his mouth and like he does, talking his shit, and calling me everything from under the sun, not showing a single receipt to back it up because it's all lies, and just like Bedtime Clown is, and she just dropped me and let him just run his mouth for over an hour, and I said, fine, fuck this, and I'm gone. I'm tired of this shit. That's why I left her channel. So there you go. There's the actual factual truth of that one. So there you go, Lisa. If you catch wind of this video. But anyways, it's hilarious. And yes, it is selective rage. It really is. Other than that, the Asylum channel, that's Steve Billings, and he put up a link 3 weeks ago, like, to another channel, and I presume that would be like the Asylum 2.0, right? And I click it, and it's gone. So YouTube doesn't, like, as far as I can see, if your channel gets terminated, they don't tell you that anymore. They don't, like, if you have the link to someone's channel and it goes down, YouTube doesn't, Google rather, they don't tell you why it was terminated. They don't even tell you it was terminated. It's just gone. It just simply says this page does not exist and all of that. So there it is. But yeah, it's just like that corrosive commentary who loves it when I talk about him. I admit I have called this guy some really shitty names. Sure I have. But it's not like some of it, I mean, not all of it, certainly was just his surfing, right? But I mean, I'm like, dude, and he kicked me out of his server, and I'm sure it was over lies that Bedtime Clown was saying, it's spreading about me. And I'm like, dude, did you bother to like ask this guy for receipts of any of this bullshit he's spewing around? All of it's been debunked over 3 fucking years ago. Of course you didn't. Of course you did not. So, and then he's sitting here going like, well, you got proof that GRA was in the hospital? I'm like, yes, I actually do. Have you confirmed this? I'm like, yes, I actually have. And he's like, show the proof. I'm like, what? Excuse me? You want me to show the proof to you, and you bought into a bunch of lies told about me. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do that right here, right now. I'm on it yesterday there, dude. On it yesterday. And excuse me, it don't work that way. I'm sorry for you. Sorry, Cowabunga, dude. It just doesn't happen that way. No, not with me, it doesn't. I mean, if you're going to believe a bunch of bullshit people are spreading around about me, I'm not. Who are you for me? First of all, who are you for me to prove anything to? Nobody. And hey, vice versa. It works both ways. Abso-freaking-lutely. And as it should. As it should. But God, people are so into themselves, and they think they can just like get receipts on demand. I don't think so. Now, I would have absolutely told Mr. Public Occultus exactly how I confirmed that GR8 was in the hospital for some time. Abso-freaking-lutely. But why on God's earth should I? Listen, you bought into a bunch of lies told about me, didn't ask the mofo for a single receipt for any of the shit trash talk coming out of his mouth about me. So again, why should I go ahead and just give that shit up to you? So I didn't, and I'm not going to. Let your imagination run wild on that one there, buddy. That's all I got to say. Listen, he can be funnier than shit. Absolutely, he can be funnier than shit. Bedtime is just an asshole on every panel I've seen him get on. Absolutely. There's nothing about him I find funny at all. And maybe others do. I just don't. I think he's really bitter that he gave Rebel like $2 or $3,000, whatever the hell it was, and a laptop and a cell phone, and he got burned. I mean, hey, I would be upset too, dude. It would absolutely be. I wouldn't be too thrilled either. You know? And hey, you're trying to do something to help somebody out, which obviously he was. I mean, you know, he wasn't expecting anything in return, as far as I can tell. And that's good for you. Then you just did God's work. Although the guy, the dude ultimately, I don't know. Then if he didn't appreciate it, or it's the fact that you kind of turned on him, or he doxed. I don't think did he ever dox him? I think he actually did after Huckleberry. So Bedtime Clown was sitting there saying, "Well, Huck, you pissed her off and she doxed you." No, that's not exactly how that worked out. Not exactly how that worked out. I called her out for her fuckery, which is exactly what I did. I know exactly what all that was about. Obviously, you don't. And then she got pissed off, and that's when she did some of that. But she got a lot of it wrong. She got a whole bunch of it, just like when BTC was there in the Vegas Valley server, getting a bunch of shit wrong about me too. I gave him like 5% credit, and that's about it. The rest of it he got wrong. So there it is. There it is. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. But where was I at here? So no, she actually got mad at him and doxed him. Who was supposedly him. That did happen, and I actually sent him the clip, as I recollect it. Yeah, I think I did. So, anyways, obviously I'm not going to do that again. I think so. I have not really been tuned into it. I haven't been following into it. I'm not really abreast of what a lot is going on out here. If it doesn't really involve me, that might sound kind of selfish, but that's just kind of how it is. People generally don't keep me in the loop of what's going on out here. I'm not an insider of anything. Nothing at all. That's just the way it is. And that's it. I mean, Do I have a key to like the shit show? Just for example, off the top of my head, the answer is no. I do not. I've never, Zatoichi 444 did at one time. Sure he did. But and I think that kind of helped get his name known out there. I like him. I think he's a very genuine, sincere type of person. Has he made mistakes in his life? Sure, of course he has. He admits it. But who hasn't? Does that excuse things you've done? Well, no. It doesn't excuse anything. But then again, who's to judge who out here? I mean, you've got to look at yourselves in the mirrors and go, well, I mean, am I a saint? Am I God's God's guardian angel to people on YouTube and Discord? No, of course not. Oh shit! Get the Ouija board out. Whip out the Ouija board, guys. Oh jeez. Oh, be Jesus. I think it's funny. So and that's what people look for. So for example, well, Patriot, I just talked about you a little bit ago. Recruit declared you dead. That was a couple of years ago, about 2.5 years ago now, has it been? Something like that. And you were you went on vacation, had business trips and shit to do, what the fuck ever. And it was not more than 3 days later, 72 hours later, Rick and Salty Rant had declared you dead. And here you sit in my chat today, alive and well and kicking and breathing. Okay, you may not have the perfect of health, but who does? Jesus Christ. So I'm sorry. Rick has got a history of declaring people dead that are not dead. It goes far beyond. You can't just sit there and say, well, because this GR8 and Lady Di got one up on Rick Crude for once, that they're scum of the earth because they did it. Now, again, that's what they did. I mean, would I go and do it that way? Of course I wouldn't. I have fucked with him too, to get just what I consider to be my urban justice with him, and it worked every time. It's so easy. So I have my own methods of madness, and it's worked. Those days, exactly right. So I'm so sorry. I can't accept that as a valid answer. Is woe is him? Woe is him nothing. If he would have kept his mouth shut and not came out and said that she had died initially, I seriously doubt that he would have been trolled and fucked with over it to begin with. But you know him, he can't keep his mouth shut. He repeats everything he hears, just like guys like Bedtime Clown and them do. And they don't vet anything. Why would you vet anything that, like, for example, people that were lying about me, spreading all these atrocious, slanderous, all this fucking shit about me, going on almost 4 years ago now, right? Almost. We're getting there. We're climbing that hill. Why would they bother to vet any of that shit? They wouldn't, because they're the ones, first of all, spreading it to begin with, like a wildfire. These people were so desperate to get one up on me. What they did is they found anybody with a remote closing name as mine in this entire country of ours, this entire blessed country, and just simply stapling that to me, saying, there he is again. That's absolutely what these guys were doing. So yes, real pieces of shit. It's a wonder why their empire just collapsed on themselves, because listen, hatred is a very inefficient fuel. It's only going to last so long. You can only shit talk somebody so much, and then you run out of ideas. And then you just start make something up. That's exactly what these guys were doing. Don't believe me? I don't care. I have a full archive of this shit. Full archive. Yes, receipts included. But the shit these shitbags were saying about me and calling me, and some of them still are to this day. And other people who came around the bend a little later on into that mix when they latched onto it too. not to name any names, Tyrant Bird or any of them, will still continue to try to press that false flag agenda of theirs. Absolutely, yes. This is what these people do. Well, I guess it's about raining on others' trying to anyway, rain other people's parades. Rick Crudup succeeded about getting Len Lambright ran off the internet. Still calls him a PDF file to this day. None of that is true. It's all a lie. And, he just didn't succeed at getting people like myself off. It's just not going to happen. Actually, the complete opposite has happened to guys like him and Bird. Well, how is that? Because they've lost multiple channels on this very platform. You can't make this shit up, people. I'm sorry. You can't make it up. Can't do it. You can't do it. Anyways, there it is. There it was. There it shall be. You gotta drink to that. And salute. And I will be doing just that tonight. I've got the nice night off. I've contemplated doing a panel, which I may possibly do. We might do a Thursday thrust. Why the hell not? Why not? Just do or die. Listen to people. I got paid StreamYards. I barely ever use the thing. Why not use it? Let's just have fun. So, but anyways, it's hilarious. Usually when people are lying about stuff, they just keep repeating. Well, they have nothing to show for it, number one. And then number two, they just keep repeating it over and over and over and over profusively, anywhere and everywhere they can go. And they do sort of desperation to try to get one up on you. Now, if you've got actual factual receipts, the problem, herein lies the whole problem with that is when you have to look at who is the arbiter of receipts out here? Are you going to find a neutral party? Are you going to find that sunshine person that is completely neutral to and oblivious to any and all of this shit, and can actually look at what are called quote unquote receipts, which people that scream for them tend to not ever have them. Now make sense, right? Exactly right. So some more. But I think it's hilarious. I think it's absolutely hilarious. And I'm here to see it through. I'm here for the show. The people in Discord, the thing you'll find in Discord is a lot of the same stuff you find on YouTube. You got people that are extreme tribalists. They I guess they act they feel like you're not worthy or something like that. So but they're like the lords of the servers. And at the end of the day, I'm like that Vegas Valley VC, for example, which is not which is the abandoned quote unquote Vegas Valley server. I was like one of the first 8 people in there. So I'm like, you mofos that came around the bend much later on, you got no bragging rights to say I was here first. Get out of my server. First of all, it ain't your server. It ain't my server either. It's nobody's server. It's abandoned. It is a Lucy Diamond 2.0. Is exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. So there is that. There is that. But no, I mean, fuck that shit. I see Truthfinder landed in that server. So yeah, he did. He sure did. I see him in there and mingling and interacting with the crowd. So there you go. There you go. Anyways, I just laugh at this shit. I'm just going like, people that think that their shit don't stink. They have no freaking skeletons in their closets. And they're like the gods and goddesses of god dang YouTube. I'm sorry. You're just not. You've really got to be into yourself to have that sort of a mentality. You really do. I think it's absolutely stunningly hilarious. I'm still laughing to this day. I've been laughing for 4 years at it. Absolutely. But, the truth shall set you free. That's why probably a lot of these guys are still, not free. They're locked up in the dungeons. They're deep in the dungeons of Discord. Deep in the dungeons of Discord. They've been stretched on the rack and boiled in oil. Put in front of a firing squad with rubber bullets. There you go. Bob Street, this is about everybody. This is literally about everybody. Who could this not possibly describe in Discord and on YouTube? Come on now. Come on. Is if anybody gives a crap, who gives a rip what anybody thinks about any of y'all or me on YouTube? Do you or Discord? Do you care? I could care less. Man, ain't none of these people paying my bills. They're not taking me out to dinner. Thank God for that. They would sprinkle ricin on my rice. My red beans and rice. That's a good meal, man. I had a long time. That's not really Wawa. It says Wawa. Well, maybe it is. I don't know if it is or not. I thought Wawa had it was like 82 or some other number, but maybe it is. Maybe it really is the Wawa. That's the dude that everybody's so psycho obsessed over in that Vegas Valley server is the Wawa guy. So I can't click it. Oh, that is the real Wawa? Okay. All right. Well, you found my channel, man. So welcome to it. I guess you've become the new me because whatever. I don't know if listen, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know shit from Shinola, a can of beans about you. I don't know anything about you. I know your avatar's got you on like a longboard, so maybe you skateboard or you board. That's cool. But as far as anything else about you, I don't know nothing of you. I don't know anything about you. But what I do know is that everybody is completely mentally deranged, psycho-obsessed over you. I know that. That I do know. And this is kind of what it was like with me back in frickin' 2024. All these bitches would talk shit about me. They would talk shit to no avail, and they would do it in these Discord servers that I wasn't even allowed in. I was not a privy to the all of the fuck shit. Pardon my French. These people were talking about me. And nothing, absolutely nothing. Now, occasionally I was given like a meme or a screenshot here and there. But yeah, people were talking about me like all hell. One server in particular, it was 24/7 Abe talk. That's all these mofos is talking about in that server, day and night. And that came from the server owner's mouth, themselves. It came directly from the Dino's mouth. Speaking of Dino, has anybody seen him around? He emerged in somebody's channel not that long ago, and I said hi to him. I did. I'll talk to Wawa. I'll let him get out and talk to me. If I do a panel, I don't have to be paid money to go live. And I say that because somebody offered me $100 to go live. And I'm like, you can keep your 100. First of all, that is not going to happen. We're not going to repeat the same thing. Nothing against you that we did 2 years ago. And that was over a longboard. You know who that is. You guys know damn good and well who that is. That was 0151. And I'm like, you're making comments on my community tab about paying me money to go live. Fuck that shit. I'm not even going to make I'm not going to make such a peep out of my channel. I'm not going to make even a single community post on my channel until tomorrow. because we are not repeating this shit all over again. We're not doing this. We are not doing this. So we didn't. That's why that whole rest of the night you didn't see a single, nothing out of me. No community tabs, no videos, no nothing. No nothing. I was actually at work. So, hey, there's TOS. What's going on with you? What's happening? But anyways, I'm not about this cancel thing. I mean, listen. I'm going to say, and this takes a lot out of me to say this. It abso-freaking-lutely does. Even the tyrant bird himself, as much as a biatch as he is, not can be, but is, and didn't used to be that way, mind you. And I called him out on that one in that Vegas Valley abandoned server just the other day. I'm like, dude, you used to be so chill. You would paint. He would do paintings, play music, and just chill back when he would do his live streams before something that he made traumatic that otherwise would have been a big nothing burger. And we all know what that is. I talked about that yesterday. Go back and watch that live stream. But I guess my thing is where was I going with this? Oh, Bird, listen. Do I think that his voice should be silenced so that he has to, like, now the only place I can see him even going on is Steph's backup channel after both him and her got their channels nuked within like a couple weeks apart? Right? No, I just don't. Okay, he's an asshat. It's free, cheap entertainment value. Look at it that way. And it's just like Rick Crude, who's called everybody in this community a PDF file. Nobody buys into that shit anyway. We all know better. The only ones who wouldn't know better is someone who's really actually a noob out here. Or some cross community, which we get, which happens a lot out here. Don't get me wrong, people that get on here. Okay? Alrighty, union break. Don't make me sing it now. I will. Give me a break, break me off a piece of that, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. So there you go. I'm old enough, trust me, I'm old enough. Even, like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? So, God, I haven't one of those in like 30-something years. But I can't eat ice cream, so that takes the fun out of that anymore. But anyways, I love it, but it doesn't love me. Let's see here. Mike Cerrone. That dude doesn't get on panels that much now. And I think it's better for him. I really do. That dude lives with his parents, and I'm not knocking him for it. Don't take it as I'm ripping him down. I'm not. Listen, blame Katie lives with her grandparents. Okay? She lives with her grandparents. And I'm sure her grandparents love it when she goes live and runs her big fucking mouth. Right? Yeah, that. But look at Mike Cerrone, who would he would get on the panels and just sit there, and he would be in his backyard, garage, where the hell ever, basement, kitchen, I don't care, wherever he was. He was at his parents' house, and they're elderly, and I'm sure they don't appreciate him screaming at the top of his lungs at people on goddamn YouTube. I mean, would you? I mean, I would think not. Yes, Rick Crude does live off of the government dime. Yes, he does. He'll be doing that to the day he dies. I don't know that the guy's ever had a real actual like job his entire life, other than being an armed guard. He was an armed security guard for like a year. He about a year, and he lost his license back in 2017 or 18, one of those 2 years, because it was in 2017, specifically in February, that he got picked up over that pizza delivery driver, road rage thing and all of that. But the point being is, I don't know that guy's outside of doing that, which, a lot of those jobs will pay under the rug. In other words, a lot of them will subcontract you and they will not cut any taxes out of your check. So that therein making you what's called a subcontractor, hence making you responsible for both A, your own paying your own taxes, and B, filing or getting your own insurance. And I don't know which one of those I don't know is applicable to him back then or not. I don't know. I just know that he had a very short run because he's got a very short fused temper, and you don't want someone like that doing anything with a gun for professionally, for a job, a living, anything. You don't want him being an armored carrier. You don't want him doing anything with a gun. You don't want someone that's stupid. And there are some stupid people that are armed out there at jobs, but he's got such a hot head and temper. He's a loose cannon, a smoking gun. He absolutely is. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the Texas Rangers and DPS, Texas Rangers are part of the Texas Department of Public Safety, which according to people on YouTube, public safety means that you're just security guards. So I guess according to that, the Texas Department of Public Safety, are just rent-a-cops. Well, go tell them that and watch them laugh in your face. Those are the Texas State Troopers. So those people yanked his license, and trust me, I believe they did the entire state of Texas, and for all of humanity at large, bittersweet justice by ensuring the public safety that somebody like that does not carry a gun at all under any circumstances except in his own property, his own house. And even that, is sketchy at best. So with that said, the Wawa dude, I don't know if it's true or not. If you are staying up for countless hours in Discord, which is I guarantee you, whatever these people are all trying to, excuse me, they're all trying to get you to do, dry throat. So just be aware of that. Your personal health is definitely more important than a bunch of shit talkers in Discord. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Wawa. Majority of the people that don't like you sure as hell don't like me, and I'm gonna tell you what, the feeling's mutual. So they can go FO as far as I'm concerned. But look, hate bonding and all that only makes you look weaker as far as I'm concerned. So again, not knowing a thing about you, I don't hate bond. If I don't like you, it's because I don't like you. I don't know you, so I'm not here to judge you. But what I'm telling you is if I don't like somebody, it's because I don't like them. It's not because everybody else doesn't like them. It's because I don't like them. I mean, like I say, I don't get into the hate bonding shit. There's too much of that goes on out here. And I'm just not for it. Sorry. It's not me. Doesn't mean I'm not open to, hear people out, which, I wish people would do more with me if, rather than your jump to conclusions, Matt, which you acquired off of the prototype in the movie Office Space. Damn, that was a good, cheesy movie, but it was just perfect because it could literally relate to anyone that has been in the real working world, unlike people like him, a.k.a. Rick Crude, and them. So with that being said, you don't do drama anymore? Okay, well, good for you. I'm happy for you. It's just a complete waste of air. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of life as we know it. I mean, how many trolls, and that's not to say true for everybody, but I mean, how many trolls are like multimillionaires out there, or independently wealthy? I mean, hey, there are some out there. Am I independently wealthy? Of course, no, I'm not. I am not, but I'm not a troll. I do not call myself or consider myself a troll. It doesn't mean I haven't done shit to get back at people for payback. Of course I have, okay? Abso-freaking-lutely I have. But as far as me just getting up on this platform and having fun, I don't give a shit what anybody says about me. I could care less. And what I have learned in my time on this platform is when you start caring about what people think or say about you, particularly if it's, obviously negative and derogatory, then it's just consume you. You're gonna get sucked down that rabbit hole, and I've described it as the event of no horizon, and you're spinning and spiraling in that black hole. Its magnetic pull has just got a little latch on you. It's not letting go, and you make it down to the point of singularity, and then that's Coitens for you. You're done. You're nothing but neutrons. Protons and neutrons and electrons and atoms, which is the blunt of what we are made of. So no, what I do is I get on here and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm putting on a show for you guys. I'm entertaining, having fun, and in the mix, I'm calling out people for their fuckery. That's what I'm doing. Like I've been doing here today. And I did it like I was doing yesterday, like anybody does out here, doing it their own way. Well, my thing is the hate bond shit. That's what I'm not into. I do not do the hate bond thing. That's just me. That's just the way it is. I've taken some very unpopular positions where people are wanting to go against, people for the same reasons they tried to go at me for. And I'm just not in. And that's just how I am. I'll operate. When I turn this thing off, life as we know it, carries on. The same people I see in Discord telling people to go to bed and touch grass have been sitting there, have had their eyes just hovering over that screen, since they got up in the morning, or if they're nocturnal creatures, which I know a lot of people are, some by choice, others by not. But listen, if you're gonna try to call me out and say you've been in Discord for the last 15 hours, you've been in Discord the last 15 hours. Well, how the fuck would you know unless you've been in the Discord for the last 15 hours? Yourself, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, excuse me, may I have another? So there is that. No, dumbass, I've never even spoken to Emo Brother, even one time. Try harder. Much harder. How you doing, Paul? What's going on? I wish you were around earlier, and I was talking about how back in the day, and I know you will confirm this, sir, I know you will, people were so desperate to get anything they could on me. These mofos would find anybody with a close to or a matching name. Not like our names are not trademarked. We don't have copyrights on our names. In other words, there's more than one of us in the world as we know it today. But these guys were literally finding anyone they could with either my or similar or same name, and they were latching on saying, oh, that's him, we got him now. Exactly, the Nebraska guy. The same thing, that dude who was born in 1970, like 7 or 8 or something like that. I wasn't born until the 80s. I got pictures of that guy's mugshot. That dude is tattooed from head to toe. Head to toe. He's like 5'8" or 5'7" or something like that. I'm 6 foot tall. I am precisely, couldn't get any taller, couldn't get any shorter, 6 foot even tall. That is how tall I am. So there it is. There you go. Make sure you make a notation of that, UPK. But as I could be ran off of Nemesis's chat last night because I got 1 or 2 of them up on him. Damn. I called UPK the over 50 club. That's because it is. It literally is. Oh, that's hilarious. So let us see here. When you admit you care, it'll be a great day. I'm sorry. You can think you can call me anything you want. You can think it, but I'm telling y'all, the minute you admit you care, what people think or say about you, that's just gonna in their pea brain sized heads is gonna make them. It's just gonna give them a reason to keep doing it all that much more. All that much more. And if you just call their shit out for what it is, like I've chosen to do, right? Well, then and only then you're going to get one up on them. That's just how it works. That's how you got to roll. So I'm like, yep, here we go. The same 2024 Abe rendition. We're doing it all over again. The All About Abe. Shout out to All About Abe 2024. And actually, this shit started going on as far back. The very beginning of this shit with me actually was in the month of November of 2022, to be exact. I have been on this platform since 2007, and I am not new out here. Trust me when I say this. I was not always Honest Abe. I was somebody else and somebody else long before that. So that's just that. Oh my God. The obsession is real. It really is. My favorite cue is no one cares. Listen, if I could type that in the chat right now, I would do just that. I would type no one cares. Just to prove a point. You obviously do care. You took time to type that in the chat. So there you go. There you go. Well, it sounds like we got a little bit of a kind of a family feud going on in the chat. So please continue. But it won't be long now. You know me, and you know my routine. I'm gonna go about 8 more minutes, and I'm done. Now, whether I appear for a live tonight or not, a panel, is TBD. I used to schedule this shit out a week in advance. I would do scheduled streaming, and what I found is the only people that works for are like podcasters and shit like that. I'm not a podcaster. It'd be fun to do a podcast. Don't get me wrong. You know, if you get the right co-host and all that, just like Brett the Settlement had Evil Terry, not once but twice. I mean, that was a perfect, beyond perfect mix. That the chemistry between those two was spot on, and he even admits that to this present day. I'm very disappointed that Terratopia 2.0 did not take him up on that offer and do a one-on-one panel with him. He didn't do that. Now, listen, I'm not here to carry his hand, and I'm not, who am I to say I'm not? I'm a nobody. I am simply interjecting my opinion. That's all it is. And I was educated on, shout out to Angel NFL. Angel NFL Reacts, him. Shout out to him. What I learned on that panel with him and Corrosive Commentary is, look at that. Well, he goes by Public Occultist now. But needless to say, I learned on that panel and that day a couple of months ago after Rada went up there and called me insinuated that I was insinuated by skirting around it by calling me a PDF file again, and then called me a stalker next. But besides the point, and see how would he insinuate that? Well, it's real simple. He made a couple of simple citations that it leads or is exactly that. That's what he didn't. So he didn't outright say it, but he said, "Hey, remember Blue Eyes? Which is Blue Eyes 4303, and you remember, when people were saying I had crime scene photographs and all this bullshit. None of that's true. That came out of Rick Crude's mouth. That's a fucking liar, piece of shit, scumbag. Pardon my French today, but I'm having fun. This is why I'm not monetized. I can monetize my channel. I can monetize my channel today. But I chose not to monetize my channel. And I did that for one reason only, because I could sit here and swear. I could swear like a sailor on here. And I don't got to worry about getting my video demonetized. And eventually losing my monetization. I don't got to worry about none of that stuff. And I don't need the money because I work a job and it keeps me tied up for like 60 freaking hours a week. And yeah, I'm tired all the time. I am tired. Oh man, am I tired. So getting on here is just kind of it's just kind of a way for me to have fun and just, do my thing. And hey, you know what? If other people go live and talk shit about me like they do, well then guess what? And that if that's true, what they say of me, well then, you know what? What I say when I go live and what I say about them is true also. It's equally as true. So there you go. There you go. Now, some of the people that did that to me early on, ER videos and shit, he knows about that. He knows about that. But when some of these people went on their channels talking shit, just like Bedtime Clown there, his wife blocked me off his channel, sitting right next to him because he was too much of a wussy to do it himself, that is. He hates it when I say that, too, by the way. But, so yeah, these people, if you can even call them that, if you can even call these people, these people talking mad shit about me, shit posting about me, and according to these people, back then as it is now, what they said, this is all true because we said it is. I went live on my channel and I reeled them in, all of 3 people or 4 people or whatever the hell it was, whatever the fuck it was. Don't know, don't care at this point. My point is this. Their narrative, their agenda was that what they said about me was true because they went live and said it. So then I says, you know what, mofos? I'm going to learn how to go live because I've never done it before. I'm going to take me a few crash courses. I'm going to go live on my channel. And I'm going to talk all kinds of mad shit about you. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to tell you something else. Because I said it, it's true. Because what you said about me is true. Because I said it about you. Your asses is also equally true. How do you like them Snapples? How do you like me now? So there you go. And that, my friends and foes, is true. There is no disputing that. If anyone even remotely tries to dispute that with me, then I will say, okay, obviously you weren't around then, otherwise you wouldn't even begin to question what I just said. So there is that too. Listen, again, I'm not underestimating anything anyone else has been through out here. I am not a professional victim. I'm just calling it like it is. That's all I'm doing. I am providing what's called commentary. So when you provide commentary, it's not called stalker. It's not called being stalkerish or stalkery. What it means, Alex Jones wrote a shitty book. He's a horrible author, and I can't stand the guy. Thank you very much. But I will say he wrote a book called The Great Reset, which was trash. It was like a propaganda book, like basically he's marketing himself. It was a boring read. I only read the first 3 chapters, and that was more than enough. I was done with that book. I couldn't even get rid of that book. Give it away for free. There wasn't a guy named Mark Mariano or Moreno who wrote it's got a red cover. It's called The Great Reset. That is a good book. That was a great read. That's one of the. I'm not a big reader myself. I never really have been, but I actually took the time and effort to sit down and actually read that book. That was a great book. And I don't get paid to advertise for authors. If you're into astronomy at all, There's a couple of books that I picked up that talk about the origins and the history and the making of the universe, by these real PhDs out there. There's some damn good reads out there. Damn good reads. And it kind of puts you in perspective how little tiny, insignificant little ants we are on this planet compared to the rest of the universe and beyond. So, anyways, I could put links to some of that in my tab, and vouch that there are some good reads if there's stuff you're into. For certainly, I have, it's no problem at all. And I'll tell you something else. It's been an hour into this thing. It has, and that's really all I got to say about that. So, you guys have anything else you want to say? You don't want my... Oh, okay. So we got Sweet Soda and we got Wawa in my chat as we speak. Going to town at it. Going to town. You think I got... Now, here's the thing. And I am so fucking tired of this. I'm gonna once again, at 1 hour, 1 minute, and 21 seconds into the stream, going to clarify something here. Never did I say on this planet, on this platform, that I have 2 or 3 master degrees. The guy who said that is a guy called Sam Hill American. That's who said he had 2, as I recollect it, degrees in like psychology or what the fuck ever. I don't know. History, I don't know. You got to go ask him. Never did I did, however, say I do have 3 college degrees, which I do have. However, I did not get on this platform and say that I had 2 master degrees, above all in liberal arts psychology. My degrees, my undergraduate ones, are science. In other words, Bachelor of Science, Associate of Applied Science, AAS, and BS. None of them are art degrees. I do not have a liberal arts degree, anything at all. So I do not have a degree in psychology. There's plenty of YouTube pseudo-psychiatrists on this very platform that like to show off their titanium-plated high school diplomas and their fly-by-night, online, unaccredited online psychology or counseling classes or what the fuck ever, and claim that they're a psychiatrist online. So there is that. That's not me, however. I don't do that. So I guess home ec class and homeroom qualifies for being a psychiatrist on the goddamn internet. Kudos to you. Masters of the malpractice, welcome to it. So we have plenty of pseudo YouTube lawyers on here, with their gavels, more like gabbles, as in their mouth. We have plenty of online psychiatrists. We just don't need any more in the practice. Sorry. So sorry. Your buddies in the chat. So, who is Navin Johnson? Now, I had this debate with you, Navin. You and I had this debate several years ago when all of this shit was going down. And if you make the claim that you're an astronomer, which personally I don't believe you are, but unless I know and can confirm who you are, there's no way to confirm or either to debunk or to confirm that. So there is that. But I know you like to troll. But the thing of it is I am going to do a shout out for the people that were that were really helping Shiva, without going into any kind of details. with him. I think last I saw, he was really having a good time, and that's cool. He's kind of entwined in the Panelverse, which is, I think, a good fit for him, and and all that. I know he's in UPK. I get that. I don't hate anyone. I like to fuck with people in UPK because they do it to me. Well, of course. It's tit for tat. But as far as, whatever happened to Booty Ward? You remember him? Whatever happened to that guy? I don't. And then you got the guy Tatted Aviator. Well, I'm sure a guy like Emo Hollingwolf is delighted is not really around anymore. Just like that old Gary Snowflake character. But that's old shit news from a long, long as time ago. I was not on YouTube. I never once spoke with that guy. I never spoke with the Wonky Eye guy. Those are all people that emerged when I was not around. Not around as when I left YouTube. I was off of YouTube for better part of 2.5 years, and I really enjoyed life. I was not locked up in Fort Leavenworth or anywhere else. I was not in a Mexican prison like Rick Rude claimed he was. I was just doing my job, minding my own business, and living life for what it is and what it was back at the time. So, if anyone thinks that I'm not going to do that again, you might want to guess again. I could easily do that at the end of this live stream. I could do it next week. I could do it this time next year. I could do it. By the way, I do know a guy who has a master's degree in quantum mechanics or quantum physics, I believe it's called. I do know a guy who actually has a real accredited degree in just that. Now there's a mathematician for you, whiz-bang kid right there, if I do say so myself. And no, he's not, as far as I know, he's not on YouTube. So really cool kind of guy. Really cool kind of guy. I actually caught up with that guy now. I should see how he's doing. Let me just go ahead and give you his name and his phone number. And let me just go ahead and throw his address out there. That way you guys can contact him and verify that. Yeah, let me jump right all over that. I'm going to do that right now in the chat with you guys, with all y'all. I'm going to do that. There's 20 people in here right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this guy's information so that people can authenticate it. Well, why not just do an ollie? Why not just go all the way and do a nollie? Why not? Why the heck not? Why climb a mountain because it's there? Exactly. Then again, sometimes people climb mountains and they don't come back down off of the mountain and they become part of the mountain. That's not so good, not so well. Is that why they named one of them Kilimanjaro? I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. All right, people. Oh, I was going to give you that guy's information. Shit. I forgot to do that. That's my bad. I forgot to give you guys the information of the guy that I know that has a master's degree, master of science, whatever it is, in quantum. It's either quantum physics or quantum mechanics. I am not sure which. Yes, I have actually seen his degree. Yes, he did get it from an actual reputable institution. He sure as hell did. Liliana, what's going on? What's going on? Well, Rada's for sure not to show up in my house now. What's happening? What's up? See, this is why I stayed live. I do think sometimes, though, and I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to. A real NASA scientist? Well, cool, good. Well, I'll tell you what. If we could hook up the guy or gal that you know, right? Because there's gal scientists too, with the guy that I know, we might just be able to make a future couple. Yeah, we might make future NASA scientists and astronomers yet out of this one. This guy is single, and I'm sure ready to mingle. Anyways, So, let me think of what else I could possibly say that I've not already said a umpteen million times before, but it's so fun. It's fun. Was your algebra tutor? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know a guy who was he had his PhD in he was a chemist. He was a mathematician, a chemist, and he taught at the community college where I used to live. Not the there's a magnitude of colleges, universities from where I used to live. Oh, I'm not gonna get into that. You're gonna have to go rewind. I got into that a little bit, probably about I don't know, like 20 minutes of the stream or so. You'll find it. I can't give an exact timestamp, but I talked a little bit about that once again, and you have to go back. And I'm just out of it. I can't go back over it again. I'm just too tired. So there it is. I can't hit the like button, people. People, hit the like. Come on, do this. Let's do this. But no, I'm actually a pretty cool kind of guy. People on the internet just like being dicks to me. And if that, you know what, I'm going to tell you, if that makes their day, if that is the cherry on top, the icing and the cherry on top that completes their Sunday, I'm glad I was able to help them have a better day. That's how I read that. That's how I look into that. If that makes you happy, if that is your happy meal of in the highlight of your day, God help you. Something wrong with you if you are, is talking shit about her to me. You know something? I'm happy. You're happy. I was able to make your day for you. That much better. So there it is. There you go. No, I never got to take fire science. I probably should take those classes, Fire 1 and 2. I probably should just go take those classes on my own. When I was on the hazmat team all those years later, they didn't have the partnership program with the community college, Rock Valley College, which is instantly where that professor I was talking about taught at, the chemist. So no, they didn't have that partner program, but I did all the other required training instead. So no, you can actually get a college degree in fire sciences if that's your goal, if that's your cup of tea. At my age, I have no real interest to go back to school to earn any kind of degree at all. I'll be frank with you there now. But fire science would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. Who would not find that amusing or fun to learn about? Doing that one. There's 2 separate classes there you can take. There's it's widely offered out there. But I know what it all entails. They're undergrad classes is what they are. So they're like what they call like the 300 or 400 classes. They would be considered not like core. They would be core classes if you were earning a degree in that, but they're considered. They're not like gen ed, so you would call them. It's been a while since I've been in college. Been actually a little while anyway. Yeah, I guess you would call those core. You would call those core courses. You can earn. I haven't seen AC here today. Have you? Did I overlook him? I have not seen any eyeballs dropped in my chat today. I did yesterday though, however. But what was I going to say to that effect? You can earn college certificates where you don't have to go through all of the rigmarole of actually taking all the gen ed blow-off classes and all the other kind of shit to earn the degree and just earn a certificate. Now I see the eyeballs, but it's not from him. It's not from you. Nice try, Liliana. Oh, anyways, yeah, that's about right. RT farty. Now I'm gonna get out of here. So who wants to make the last comment? I'm gonna tell you this much though. If I do a panel at any time, I refuse to let anybody get on that thing. Nobody's getting on my show until I can get somebody to agree, and it sure as hell ain't going to be Prime or anyone like him. Because because you know what he's gonna do. You know damn good and well what he's gonna do. So I want me somebody who's gonna get up on there and they're gonna cover my monologue. They're gonna do my monologue for me. And until such time, we're going to be in a deadlock, and I'm not going to do a panel. So think about somebody coming up on my panel and doing my monologue. So what that means is when I kick on that live stream, somebody better come up there and do my monologue. For me, not me, somebody else. So you know anybody else who's going to do one? If you know Unclassy Dragon, wait a minute, do some. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about Dragon Classy Diamond Art. That's what you're talking about. Listen, I will give her credit, although she did lie about me stalking her. She did it on Jamie Growth and Development's channel. That was before he had the Spit Cup channel, so it's been a while ago, and all of that shit went down. But beside it, she does do good diamond art. I'm gonna give her that. Unlike that Black Rose, who's got that like gravel voice. You know her, the one that was Sunshine Flowers and Huckleberry's 3224's channel for the longest time, and then she emerged as Black Rose 21843 on Lisa B's channel. Her CMTSU one at first. That one. I'm the one that actually got her to get up on the panel and talk, because I just kept egging her on before she blocked me off her channel for about a year. Now that did happen. Now I'll tell you something else. So yes, it was, he was in my chat earlier. He only dropped one single comment. That was Naven Johnson. That guy did decoder voice. She was using a shitty, probably a free app version voice disguiser, and decoded her voice. That was when she was hanging around Virgo Triad, and I used to call her Kibbles and Bits, but I'm gonna be nice. I've been nice to her. I haven't seen her around. The COVID's has been going live, and she got a crush on him. But she's she goes by Key. Not who the hell? What does she go by? Oh shit! I just had it too. I used to call her Kibbles and Bits, which is funnier than shit. And Kimbles. She was just Kimbles. And you know something? I talked to her just in the chat, very briefly. Black Rose always made sure I was not allowed to talk to either her or to Virgo Triad. She made sure that was not going to happen. The few times it did, and it was all controlled by one Black Rose. That bitch. But you know, and listen, she is not blocked on my channel. She says she'll go on any panel. That's a crock of shit. She has avoided my panel like the plague. I called her out for her fuckery. I already did. She's the kind of person that goes around and she revenge friends people that they're not your friend if you don't like you, just so she can join in and you know, become one of the packs. The only reason that she started on me to begin with is because she saw that all these other degenerates were all, you know, hate bonding it. They're the ones I nicknamed the Abe Nayers. Them people. Bedtime Clown most definitely included in that one. But my point is, this is what she does. And that's why she became friends with a hillbilly man. And when he became friends with Huckleberry, just to hate bond with her on me. And that Lady Di you're talking about. You bet. And also, she did the same thing with Rada. The same thing with Rada. The reason she jumped on with him is because she doesn't like me. She didn't like corrosive commentary at all. She didn't like ASMR on Lisa B's, and that caused That caused some real heat, some turmoil between her and that flying monkey. God rest her soul. But still, my point is, she just can't not be a bitch. And can guys be bitches? Oh, hell yes. Ab's bedtime clown's an even bigger bitch than Black Rose could even dream of being. So, anyways, remember, what I learned on Angel NFL Reacts channel is I'm just providing commentary. When you're providing commentary on somebody, it's not stalkery. That's not a word I get, but that's a word it's being stalkerish. So if you're stalkerish, you're stalkery, but you're not stalking if you're providing commentary. And that's what I got told on that panel. So by God, that's what we're going to follow today. If someone's talking shit about you and you return fire, then you're being stalkery unless you're providing commentary. Hence the reason I briefly changed my channel name to Abe Commentary. It had nothing to do with public occultists out there. Nothing. Not one single thing. What it had to do with was just that. AYF knows. Speaking of who was the other one I think of is she's a Canadian. And it's AYB exclamation point. Ask your bartender. I have not seen her around for a long while. She did a comedy post where she said she was done with all the drama shit. I don't blame her one bit, and that she was moving on to bigger, better things in her life. And I have not seen her since. Maybe I'm not looking in the right places, but I'm taking her for her word on that. So hey, I'm happy for you. Shout out to her. But I don't know. Stop the stream. You're done. No, we're not done. We're never done. But yeah, Black Rose, she's a control freak. She can dish the shit out. She absolutely can, but she can't take it back. And I think that's her whole thing. So because she can't take it back, she looks for people to fight her, to basically white knight for her, to fight her battles on her behalf. And that's what she does. She first started going live talking shit about me. I remember that. Her and Lisa had a fallout at that time. And she had gone live, and that's what caused all that. Hey, Swedish Sugar, what's going on? Welcome to the party. See, this is why I stayed live. And the ladies are starting to come in the house. And hey, trust me when I tell you this. Some women are not ladies. Some men are not gentlemen. There you go. There it is. All of the women in my chat today, would call them ladies. Anyways, yeah, that's what Black Rose. That's what these kind of people are. That's what they do, man. They think they're all that in a bag of chips, and when push comes to shove, they don't have much to say unless they got backup. Unless backup arrives, they don't have much to. Alex, I'm gonna collapse and blow a lung. That's it. I'm done. Game over. I'm done. That's it. I got Alex09. I got Willie Senior Sitzin in the house. I got them all in here. Do you see how I reel them in? Man, they all come to me. Come to me, my happy, shiny peoples. Come to me. For you are my disciples. Now, do I hate Black Rose? No, I don't hate Black Rose. But my thing about her in particular is I see her as plastic and fake. And I'm going to tell you why I see her plastic and fake. I call her plastic and fake because this is what she does, man. This is what she does. If she don't like you, she'll figure out who all your enemies are, and she'll go hang out with them and hate bond with them. That's just what she does. It's in her blood. Yes, and she is a doxer. She will dox. Yes, she does dox. She admits it. She admits it. Is she the only one who doxes? Of course not. She's not the only one who doxes. I'm just calling it like it is. You know? She's put her full name out there many times. You've never heard me say that. I have never said her name. I've never put her name out there. Even though she puts it out herself. So somebody else I know had come to me and said, man, that Black Rose is hanging out with so-and-so and so-and-so, and those are my arch nemesis enemies. How'd she find them? Well, you know, she like Huck, and a lot of these others, even Lisa B. What is that guy, the judge? I'm not talking about the revolver gun. I'm not talking about the thing that shoots. What does that thing shoot? 45 and 410 rounds, I think it is. No, that guy. No, I'm talking about the YouTube streamer. He used to go by Judge, Jury, and Executioner, I think it was, or something. Judge and Execute, whatever it was. You know what I'm talking about. That guy. A lot. Where do they come from? Where do they come from? Where do you come from? Where do you go? They came from the Watchdogs. That's where they came from. That's where they came from. They came from the Watchdogs. So that's where Blackthorn, Darth Thorn. That's where she came from, and that's how some of these guys came to know each other. See, and I still blame COVIDs for reeling Huckleberry into the 1A drama shit mix. It's your fault, COVIDs. It's all your fault, buddy. But no, I will say this. He really helped her channel grow by introducing her to all these different people. He did do that. So there you go. Blame him. I have no problem. Listen, the both Alexes, and not to confuse them. There's the Alex... What is it? Alex V. The Alex V. as in Victoria or Victor. I don't have the other one will time me out just for fun. I don't have a problem with either one of them. So I like them. I like them both. It's just like when I said about and be careful, be nice. I am being nice. Alex09, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. And thank you for stopping in. But what I'm saying is I guess let me lose my train of thought here. Shoot. Oh, we got a spammer in the chat. It's the spam monster. From the Muppets, that one. Yeah, that was a few years ago. That was a few years back. But, well, thank you. You're always so pleasant. I wish more people were like that. There's times I wish I could be more like that with people on the internet, but I just can't. Because again, if I tend to do unto others as they do unto me. If people crap on me, I crap on them. It's just what I do. It's what it is. Some people say kill them with kindness, and sometimes that can be fun too. Don't get me wrong. It can. Oh, now I know what I was going to say. The Ambient and Alcohol gang, it would have been Wicked Weenie and Squishy, who was in my chat yesterday morning. A little bit there. Goes by Meth and Menthols now. Her. And then Dutchie. Duchess of Dutchness. Dutchie Does Drama. That one. I thought that those three made a real... And I'm going to catch holy hell for this later. I thought they made a real cute trio. Don't you? Their chemistry was perfect. The three were a good mix. absolutely a good mix. And you know, I don't care if you know, yeah, you absolutely. Wicked did block me off of that channel early on, and okay, it is what it is. But my point is, those three were funny. I liked watching them. And then, well, let's just say, as time has gone on, I don't know if they've gone their separate ways or what's going on with them, but getting those three on a single panel is so rare. It's not just a blue moon, man. It's not just a blue moon. It's a freaking total lunar eclipse. Scratch that. Make it a solar eclipse. You know, and reaching the point, the point of totality is what it really is. So naturally, anytime that I have any of those three have been on a panel, I have absolutely got a screenshot of it. Absolutely. Rick, you need to go live and you need to talk about me some more. I think that would just be great. But I don't know why you don't hashtag me and you hashtag all these other people. But he won't hashtag me. Maybe can't figure it out. I know it's kind of challenging. I don't want to. We don't want to set the bar too high for him. But that is him. Yes, it is. I'm just sitting here. I've been talking for an hour and a half. You try it. Go live for an hour and a half and talk about me some more. I think that would be just fantastic. Don't you? Or better yet, you've been really on the GR8 tabloid news headline news story there. So you need to go live and talk about that. Talk about that some more. Cover that. You know, did you know GR8 was in Nemesis's chat? She was in his chat last night. Did you guys know that? So anyways, I don't know what's going on with them, but I was just stunned and delighted to hear that she's still around. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. All right, now we got Brett in here, so there's no way Evil Terry's gonna show up. no chance, no how. But let's see. Screenshots. Do you think you have? Naven, I can only answer that question one possible way. Okay? We've done this before, so we'll do it again. Yeah, I know she's alive. I was just as stunned to learn that she was alive as all the rest of y'all were. I'm glad to hear she's alive. And just in brief, ER Videos asked me the question. I've covered this earlier in the live stream. Because there's some more of you here, the first thing I want to say is the answer to Naven's question about my screenshots is dots in the eyes by AC himself. Yes, good morning, hello. So the answer to how many screenshots I have in the Abe vault, in the Abe files, would be like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you do the rolling R. Crunch. 3. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. And there's your answer. So I seriously doubt I have anywhere near as many. 3. That is correct. That is correct. Alex, you win the grand prize. Once I figure out what that is, it's all yours. As my grandpa would say, give that gal a box of Mars candy bars and 2 tickets next week's production. That's old school. Uh-oh, them's fighting words. Look out. Oh, shit. Anyways, we should talk about the Recruit AC days sometime. That'd be great. AC, while we got you here, sometime you got to bring up that picture of you in the ring with him again sometime. Because he swears up and down that never happened, or weren't you saying that wasn't him, or At one point, he was saying he just let him have that win, like those belts he got from his cousin Gino. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. The only one missing is Alex V, the other one, and I don't think she's been in my chat since literally God parted the waters for Moses to pass. So there is that. Let's see here. I don't have much else for y'all. I know you're all here now. So I decided to stick around just a little bit longer. So I might just do a panel tonight. I'm not sure. Thanks to the mod who got that. Appreciate you. I have some pretty good mods in here. They take care of business too. Taking care of business. But I got one better than that. But I'm not going to do it. I might just do it. I did it the other day, but I might not. I'm thinking about it, man. It's tempting. If I do it, then I can't get him back in my chat tonight. If I do go live and him to start talking his usual shit in my chat. So there'll be no shit posting from Rick Root if I do this. So I'm debating. I'm debating on smacking him for 24 hours. Anyways, I probably won't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it to you, Hopper. I'm not going to do it to you. I'm going to tell you what, it was tempting though. It was tempting, but I did not do it. Didn't do it. Oh shit. So anyways, yeah. Evil Terry went live, the other day. I think he had about 25 people. 25 views. I kind of feel bad for the guy. And listen, I will give credit where credit's due. And sometimes it's hard, but I will abso-freaking-lutely do it. Yes, I will. And what I will give credit for is something that I was going to say that was relevant to something. So there it is in a nutshell. I know that was breathtaking. And now, Deep Thoughts with Ricky Crude. You know, instead of Jack Handy. Oh, I was thinking about doing a panel tonight, but I'm not doing a panel unless I get somebody up to do my monologue for me. And I'm going to tell you something. If you know my monologues, man, it takes at least 33 minutes. So that means whoever gets up on my panel is going to it's going to be their panel, not my panel, and they're going to have to run a 33-minute monologue. Do you think someone's brazen enough to take on that kind of challenge? Because I don't think anybody's willing to do it. What if I chop it down to like 13 minutes? Do you think somebody would do it? I think somebody would actually do it. If the price was right, maybe. Quite possibly. But I'm not sure. Spit Cup can do it. He doesn't come around my channel though. He knows who I am, obviously, but he doesn't ever really come around here. So not saying he has been here. Yes, he has. I don't think he's ever been on my panels, but he's been in my chat before, but I don't see him around. So I'll tell you what, you get a hold of him and ask him if he's willing to do it. And there you go. We got ourselves a monologue and we got us a panel. I have paid StreamYards. I can have up to 9 other people on here. So that's not a problem at all. That is not a problem at all. Because the free version sucks. You can't even play video clips and shit on it now because they're trying to force everyone to buying it. Well, I mean, I got it for $19 a month because, listen, y'all, pay close attention to this. Watch StreamYard. We're getting close to that springtime deal where you can get it for $19 a month if you pay for the full year, if they roll that out again. They did it twice last year. Not once, but twice. They did it twice. That was a twofer. Rick, since I got you in my chat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that video where you smashed up that guitar after I stole Liliana away from you and she became my girl. My girl, talking about my girl. Woohoo! So Yes, I do have that video, and yes, it is in the Ape Vaults. It is from like 2 or 3 channels ago, I think, that you lost. And I gotta get that video, and that was a hilarious one, and we're gonna have some fun with that. I think. Give me some time so I can go find it. I do got it. I just gotta go look for it. It's in my files, man. It's in the A files. There's the X files and there's the A files, and I got the A files. Quick Vic, what's up, my man? What's going on? What is happening? So, anyways, yeah. Where's Angel NFL? I gave this guy a shout out at least a half a dozen times, and I have not seen him this morning. So, anyways, I saw him post a video the other day, though. I did see that. Nunzio went live last night. Did you guys see that? But he's just jamming up music, mostly. But and for a while he was hard to follow because he kept taking his channel down and making like new channels and shit. You know what I mean? So why are you guys here? Oh shit! I did it again. My bad. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all. It's too early for this. It's too early for this. I've been up for a very long time. Are you talking to me? If you're talking to me about that video where you smashed up that guitar, yes, I do. And I will absolutely call your bluff on that one. And now you're really going to make me go find that video. I will ditch going live tonight if I'm going to go live. It depends on who all else is going live, right? I follow a lot of other places. I do. But I might just do it. If I find that video and put it up there. So I don't know what else to say. See, look at me. Oh, listen, Rick Cruz called me all kinds of fucked up foul shit. And you all know it. And look at that. He's in my chat, and I even gave him a wrench. A wrench for a wench. No. Listen, as long as he can behave himself, I let him stay. One of my managing moderators blocked Bedtime Clown. And he was blocked for a while. He was spamming my chat. And he wouldn't stop. And I really don't care about spamming, but him lying on me really bad again. So he stayed blocked. And then I did a commute tab about him a couple of months ago, and I'm gonna unblock him from my channel. Unlike him, he has me blocked on his channel, but he doesn't even go live anymore anyway. So what's the diff, right? But my point is, he's not blocked on my channel. No, there's not many people that are blocked on my channel. He was the only main channel that was blocked on my channel. I think if I go check the list, there's probably about 7 or 8 really nasty sock accounts of me that are blocked still, yes. But those are just sock accounts. So there is that. Rick needs to do a panel again and get you on there, Mr. Naven, and you guys. You need to talk about his outstanding, just astonishing athletic sports career on the University of Texas Austin, I think it was, football team. When he did that, but he couldn't remember the coach's name. Any of that stuff. If you can get out of him what above top secret police task force he was on, that he can't name, then I'm all in. I'm dying to know. I'm just dying to know. University of Houston. Okay, my bad. His short but heroic run as Marine Force Recon, who got kicked out in boot camp. Although I got a clip of him somewhere where he said he never even saw a recruiter. Should I continue? Oh, presidential security detail. Hallelujah. Saving Mr. President. I have the screenshots, pictures of him. I have all of that. I've got to go find it. But yes, the heroic actions of him saving the POTUS, man. The POTUS! He saved the POTUS's life. Come on, Rick, don't run away. You're not blocked. Nobody even smacked you yet. Don't run away from me just yet. Don't run away from old Abe just yet. I would love for him to make another video about me. And I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If he makes a video about me, I'm going to go to his channel. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to share it out there. I'm going to put it out there. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to share it out there. So there's your chance to get some, to get your 15 seconds of shame, or 15 minutes. Shame, not fame. Because I will share that out. I will do this. I will do just that. I will do that. Let us see. You know, I noticed that he avoids Lisa B's like the plague now, and I don't know why that is. Because, like I said, the last time I ever got on our channel, she dropped me and left him up there to run a complete muck. He got to say whatever it is he wanted about me, and I'm the one who got thrown backstage. Well, he got to talk all the shit he wanted about me for over an hour. So I don't know why he don't get on her channel. I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know the answer to that question. Now look what you people did to me. Shame on you. You made me stay on my solo live stream for almost 2 hours now. Thank you very much. No, actually, I had a lot of fun here. I do appreciate that. What else do I have to say? Who's gonna go live tonight? Anybody? Is anybody gonna go live tonight? If anybody wants to know, what was I gonna say? Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Oh no, why not? If anybody wants to get in my server, which is still up and running to this day, all you gotta do is send a DM to me. Finally, Crafty Cat shows up to save the day. It's about flipping time, girl. But where's my pet rock? I want my COVID's pet rock. I've been waiting for that for 3 years now. You still haven't produced. No, I think you did. Didn't you make it? If you made it, I want it. I want it really bad. Go live, Abes. That's funny. How you doing, 420? What's going on? So if anybody wants to get in my server, then I will DM you the link. Just send a request to P.O. Box Caretake of Bovo, all lowercase. We can do it's B-Boy, O Ocean, V Victor, O Ocean, 9547. I will put that on my community tab. And I will DM me. I don't know what your Discord is, Vic. I don't have you in this. Do I have you in Discord? Just DM me. That's international phonetics. That's different than American phonetics. So anyways, you can DM me and I will send you an invite and you can come in. That server is still there. I'm proud of it. It turns, I think, 2 years in June. It was either this month or next month. I'd have to go check it. Okay, Quick Vic, I got you now. 10-4, good buddy. I will send you a DM. But yep, my server is still there. There's not a whole lot going on in there, but it's a safe server. I still have, it's not quite like it was, but when that server was really jumping a couple of years ago. We were going to use it for live streaming on the old Tonic and Sales channel. I remember that. But and I think I actually went live a couple times through mine. Not using StreamYards, but definitely send me a DM and we'll get you in there and we got to make that server great again. So we got to do it. I'm not going to post the server because there's too much been going on. So I don't feel safe doing that per se. But if you do want to get in my server, you can send me a DM and you got it. Sorry you lost the girl, Rick. I know it broke your heart and also broke your guitar. It broke your guitar. What was it, like a year? It was like a year and a half ago, some shit like this. It's been a while. I don't take you shopping. No, I don't do that. I hate shopping in general. So you would have more of an ugly side of me. If I were to go live shopping. And people don't like to be videoed today. It's not like it was in the 90s, or even around the millennium when people are like, oh, cool, a video camcorder. Hey, how you doing? And they'd run up to you and deliberately annoy you when you're trying to do a video and they're like getting in your face saying, can I be in your video? Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. You know, that kind of shit. The people run. People run from cameras now. And so, but the real reason you would never see me do something like that again is I just would not be happy. When I go shopping, I go there, I get it knocked out. I don't dilly-dally, I don't mess around, and I get done with it, and that's it. I go back home. I hate shopping. I've always been that way. That's not going to change anytime soon. So let us see here. Where are we at? Hey Hopper, why don't you get on your skateboard and go down that ramp again of yours? If you do, make sure you got 911 on speed dial there. Let's see here. Target down there. Okay, yeah, well, Walmart. Walmart is not recording friendly or videoing friendly. If they see anyone doing it in their stores, for like more than a few like seconds, or by the time they catch on to you, they will get up in your face, and their security will, and they'll tell you to stop doing it or tell you to leave and get out. They are not video friendly in their stores at all. So, anyways, that's just how it is. No blue light specials there, people. That's for damn sure. So, I'm going to go about 8 more minutes because I was going to go an hour ago. But because more of you showed up in here, I figured I'm here. I'll put on a play for you. I'll give you a show. How's that sound? You guys like that idea? See, I know the times to go live when all the other channels aren't live. And I could scoop them all up, man. It works like a like a Siamese fly trap, It's or a Japanese fly trap. How is Siamese? But I used to have one of those. I used to have a fly trap. Believe it or not. For running. That dude, I saw that guy, speaking of that guy, wasn't it a Homeland Security intel memo or bulletin that some police department or some shit like that had on him? Like just informational that he was like an instigator, auditor or whatever, cop watcher. I think didn't the FBI or Homeland Security or someone like that, CIA, NSA, ASPCA, you mangy mutt, didn't they actually give that guy a nickname? Didn't they call him Bobby Hill from King of the Hill? I think they did, because he FOIA requested that. I remember that. I specifically remembered him doing that. Well, I caught him. He was hanging out on... and I just saw this guy yesterday when Smurf, what is he called? Smurf something? Clash with Bows, other channel that he goes live on a lot. Well, I saw Friends in Code, who I've known him a long time ago. You know what? The bitch blocked me on that channel. Keebler. You guys remember Keebler? I hear she runs him over. Well, she runs him over, but doesn't finish the job, right? But anyway, talk about playing in traffic. There you go. There's somebody really when it takes that to the ultimatum. But yeah, Keebler, no sugar coating truth or facts or whatever it is. You guys knew what I'm talking about. I think she blocked. She had to be the one to do it. This is a couple of years ago, and blocked me off of his channel. But I saw News Now Patrick in his chat. I did. A lot of those the old cop watchers, they hang out on certain channels. There's this guy called Northwoods Press. Have you guys heard of him? I think he's like native or something, but some of the OGers hang out on that channel. Does anybody remember the guy? He's over in England or something. The hell is this guy's channel? But he would go live, and a lot of those guys would go hang out in his panels. But I can't think of who he is off the top of my head. Tyrant Wars was targeting him for a little spell, a little spiel there, and I can't for the life of me remember the guy. I'm really tired right now. Man, who was this dude? But yeah, those are some of the old schoolers that you won't find hanging around a lot of the drama stuff that we know of, the areas we know of, and they're on totally different channels, and they do panels. You'll find them there, but yeah, you gotta go look for them. I'm trying to remember who this guy was, and I'm gonna remember it when I end this live stream, like everything else, anything and everything else. And I can't freaking remember him. ASMR got on the guy's panel, and him and that guy, kind of really bunted heads, and I remember that. I distinctively remember that. That was a couple of years ago. Glad to see everyone getting along so well in the chat today. High today is 64. High predicted of 55. And that's your weather on the hour. Now for the sports. With Rick Crude. The one, the only. With Rick's kind of rough voice that he has, I'm actually going to be nice today. I'm going to give him a compliment. I am going to give him a compliment. No. I'm talking about a guy who streamed and did lots of panels, and he mingled in the cop block community. Rick probably missed his calling. He probably would have done well being like a sports, if he's, I'm just going to be nice. Being a sportscaster, you need a voice similar to his or like his, which is, you want to sound rough and tough a little bit there. Like some of these retired coaches and shit that then end up doing it. You need to have them in the mix, aside the ones with the Midwestern kind of a broadcasting kind of a voice. This is 97 ZOK. That was an old radio station from my hometown. Well, not my hometown, but where I grew up in, right? Queen Ashley, welcome. Welcome to our evil lair. Well, pleasantly surprised. Where's your hall pass? Never mind. You're excused. Just like Alex09 in 420. I am being nice. I'm just trying to remember who this guy was. And I can't think of him for the life of me. It's just annoying the living hell out of me. Fox is in the house. The other Fox. Welcome, Fox Agent Fox Mulder. How are you this fine day, sir? So Rick probably would have done well if he would have done that, actually. You need somebody with that really, that kind of voice that he has. Even though he's playing a character online. So I give up. I can't think of the guy's channel. But he's definitely of the British type. And Tyrant Wars targeted him. And he kind of hangs around the drama. Or he used to, anyway. I have not seen him around in a long time. It has been quite a while. It has. But I'll think of it. I don't know if the guy still runs the channel or not. To be honest with you, I don't know. But a lot of the old cop watchers and people like that would get on this guy's panel. So there it is. Anyway, can't think of it, but I will later. And if I find the dude's channel, I will definitely put it on my tab. Definitely. Remember, the power of the community tab is an amazing thing. 27 people in the house. Much love out there. Friends and foes. Who knows? That's just how it goes. I don't think I got anything else for y'all. Other than to say, yeah, that's about it. So it's been a pleasure. It's been fun. It's been real, but not that real. And I did say hello to Name Withheld by Google for SEC674, which really is for security purposes. Whenever you say TOS, everyone thinks, well, I'm not breaking TOS. Well, good. We don't want her broken. So there is that. The guy I'm thinking of sounded very similar to the Frog UK. Anyways, I used to hang out there a little bit. And whatnot. Where the hell did Pink Birdo go? I've actually gotten that. I have no idea. I don't know where Birdo went. I just know that they're not here. If that helps any. I heard Exiled 1 say that Birdo was hanging out in areas that he was hanging out in or something. That's been a while ago. And I really don't know. I'm not for sure. Frog was the Frog UK. And he used to go over like court cases and documents of frauditors, and stuff like that. But there was another guy who sounded just like him, and he used to do panels, and he sounded almost identical to him, at least to me, and it just escapes me because it's been a minute. It's been more than a minute. So yeah. Oh man, I'm just like hung up on this. Frog sounds like Shiva. Yeah, they do. But there's another guy who sounds just like almost replica Frogman, and all of that. So, anyways, like I say, it was something network or something show, and I can't, again, for the life of me. Rick, I'm gonna give you credit, dude. You try so hard to get the girl. You probably try harder than all the rest of us, but man, you keep just, I don't know, you keep striking out. It's like snake eyes every time for you, man. It really is. So yeah. It really is. So I don't know, man. Keep trying. Keep trying. So are you guys still here? You're still with me. So, anyways, Terry kind of ran off my channel when Brett got in my community tab. He just vacated the premises, man. He was just gone. He made like a couple little emoji comments to me when I talked about him, so I know he's probably watching me right now. But yeah, he won't comment. He will not comment on my channel. I don't hate him. I really don't hate him. I don't know. I get bored. I get bored with him fast because I already know what he's gonna do, what he's gonna say. It's same old, same old. I really wish that he could get back to like how he was. Like I'm just saying, like when he was Brett's co-host and all of that was going down. He's kind of like he's literally like painted himself in a corner, and he's in his own little world now. He hangs out on like Andy Cruz. He hangs out on the Wiccan Moon. He hangs out on her channel. He hangs out on COVIDs. I don't know anywhere else he's hanging out at. But those are like, that's his like inner circle now. So anyways, let us see here. I don't know if, hey Rue, what's going on? I don't know if like, he would get on my panel. If I do a panel tonight and if I put like Terratopia 3.0 as my title, I guarantee I'll smoke him out. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. If you're listening out there, Brett, that's going to be our master plan. Don't tell anybody I said that. So anyways, I saw the one fox in here. I didn't see the other one in here today. He was in here yesterday. The Golden Boy Reports channel. Maybe if I say his name 3 times, he'll show up. I was hoping we'd have both foxes in here at the same time. What's the other fox? Who's a female? She's in the Panelverse. She goes by what the hell does she go by? I just had it. Cosmic Fox is who she goes by. And I found her on the Speakeasies channel, and she's been on like Flow State. He goes by more right there. See, I got the one fox, but I don't got the other one in here. So let me go fetch the other one. Quick, fast. Not so good. Yeah, Cosmic Fox. And she uses like a fat fox avatar image or something like that. So yeah, we crossed the threshold of 2 hours, guys. Isn't that cool? See, I gotta go live all of this time to get y'all up in here. All of y'all up in here. Just to talk to good old Honest Abe. Vegas Vips is in here. Saw him. So yeah. I know what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna surprise y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna do it today. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna probably do it like later today. But I might surprise you guys. A 2-hour monologue. Oh hell yeah, hell yes. That's the only way to fly. Go big and go bold. That's all I got to say to that. That's all I got. So Terratopia is being a sourpuss. I know he's watching this right now, and he's not saying nothing. It's okay. It's safe. I haven't seen Brett comment in the chat for like a half an hour, and he only made like one comment. So I think you're safe. He's safe. Yeah, he absolutely wants nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. I don't know. It's like running scared or something. I don't get it. I absolutely do not get it. Anyways, yeah. I the Fox Mulder man. I know. How did I run into you? I'm trying to remember when we first met. I think I met you on like it was Nicolina channel, or maybe you just showed up in like a shit show or something like that. And something like that. I don't remember. But anyways, let's see here. Shout out to Winkler. And I found somebody was talking about the guy. Remember, does anyone who the Greiker guy is? Somebody had somebody. I don't know if he had merged. I haven't seen it. There he is. Yes, probably AC or Nicolina's. Yep, that would be correct. That would be accurate. Yep. That's for sure. Mama T's got a new channel. She lost her other one. Do you guys? I had put the link in my channel. She went live the other day. If you guys follow the Katie and Nicolina Mean Girls, and you follow any of the stuff over there, Elle Kennedy, shout out to her. Any of those channels, you're definitely gonna get an earful of Blame Katie shit. I mean, it's hilarious. This will be all dead by this time next year. I predict that. Somebody came out here and said after there's a 4-month rule where all is forgiven after 4 months. Is that accurate? Is that right? Is that the cock, as an Arctic chick says? Speaking of her, I haven't seen her around in a minute. I have not seen her around in a minute. So I mean, it is what it is. Let's see here. I can't, like I say, guys, I'm running out of ideas here. Let's see. Fox Mulder, Agent Orange. No, that channel, the time frame that I would have used that channel, let's see if you can figure it out. The time frame I used that channel, by the time I created the character Honest Abe, and that would have been 2018, 2018, I made the character Agent Orange. And then it was Honest Abe. And then prior to that would have been Agent Orange. So let's see. Yeah, about 8.5 years ago, I would have been that person. Not this one. So there you go. There's gonna be a pop quiz on this later. Anyways. I heard you and Scully didn't get along so well on that show. Is that right? Is that correct? Anyways, maybe you guys can recruit the one, the only Mecca of YouTube hood. Happy Thursday, fuckers. How you doing, Hebrew? There is no link right now. I am on a solo panel. It was supposed to end over an hour and 15 minutes ago. I stayed live just to see if you were going to show up too, by the way. So welcome to the chat. I might do a panel later, but I won't do a panel unless somebody will agree to come on and do the monologue. I'm not doing the monologue. The monologue is not going to happen unless somebody's going to come up and do it for me. So if you are if you are somebody who might be a good candidate for that, then we can make it happen. We can make it work. Yeah, have a good day. Thanks for dropping in. But yeah, that's about all she wrote. Man, it was a busy chat today. We had a lot of people come in here. A lot of people. Let's see. Well, there's another Jamie that I follow known as Lycan Snark or Theory. That's the guy that had the restraining order or something going on with Eli, the People's Podcast, the gift that keeps giving. They used to go live for like frickin' 23 hours a day, and then end it, and then just jump start it up again like 2 or 3 hours later or less. I swear to God, man. It's like the original Vegas Valley show, and that show would go for 15, 16 hours a day, and then there was multiple. Well, obviously with Joey as the host, and then all these different hosts would cycle in and take like a shift or whatever, and they would just keep that thing going, man, keep it rolling. Rick Crude used to go live that long too. He doesn't got it in him no mo though. That's the thing. The Illinois, okay. So I haven't seen it come around my channel a while. It's been a minute. So I don't know what to tell you on that one. He goes live. I've seen him around, but he hasn't been on my channel in a minute. It's probably been over a year, probably longer actually. I don't think he's ever been on my panel, like I said. So, Sweet So Delicious. If I got you on my panel, we'd rewrite history. We literally would. Shout out to Tyler Durden's Everywhere. People say that's her. We have. I don't know what we have. Well, you can't do a panel on a mobile live direct. You can't do it. And here's another thing I have to explain to you guys again. Not all of you, but some of you. Okay? Some of you. If your channel has under 1,000 subs, when you go mobile direct live like I am right now, not using a third-party app, like StreamYard, Streamlab, Restream.io, or Evmux, or any of the other shit, even Prism, none of it. Mobile Live Direct, if your channel has under 1K subs, then when you end the live stream, no matter how long or short it is, it will automatically it'll save it, as private. I don't care if you have 999 subs or 995 subs, it makes no diff. So, the reason I say this is because when GR8 went live on her channel using Mobile Live, it automatically locked it as private when she ended it. In other words, she didn't manually make it private. No, she did not. And that goes for any of y'all out there, including myself. So I will prove it to you. I will prove it. Y'all, everybody take a look at my community tab as soon as I end this thing. And I'm going to drop the link to one of my other channels. I've never gone live on it ever. It has like 400 subs or some shit like that. And I'm going to go mobile live just like I am right now on that channel. I'm going to do that later today. And I'm going to prove to you guys that it's going to end and save as private by default. That's just the way they do it. You can't even use Mobile Live unless you got 50 subs or more. It's locked and loaded. You can't get on it. You just can't. I helped Hopper here get up to 50 plus subs on his last channel by putting it out there, because he couldn't go mobile live, so he can make videos for us to laugh at. Sorry. But hey, truth hurts. So there's a lot of real strict parameters with YouTube and how all this shit works and how they do it. But the reason when I end this live stream here, all right, when I end this live stream, it'll save as public. And it's going to save as public because I have over 1,000 subs. That's the only reason it's going to save as public. Because it used to save as private. It did that for years. But until I hit 1,000 subs, it didn't do that. When I hit 1,000 subs, I got a notification that was going to change. I have a dedicated channel called Cancel Abe. Thank you very much. I have Cancel Abe. I got me Cancel Abe 1.0. I got 2.0. I got 3.0, 4.0, and a whole bunch more. And they're all Cancel Abe accounts. They're all Cancel Abe. So, nice try. I think it's funny. When you guys, hey, listen, anyone that knows me knows that my motto is stay weird. Okay, so if you call me weird, I am personally going to take that as a compliment. Where others might not about them, I will. However, so fucking funny. But yeah, anyways, I want to give a shout out to Public Occultist out there who loves it when I talk about him. I don't hate him. I do not hate the man. I think he is funnier than shit from Shinola. I am going to give him that. He is a very good mix if you can get him on a panel. Abso-frickin-lutely. But I'm going to tell you something. This man has it in for me. He always has, as far as I know, and always will. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it goes. He has gotten in my chat before, and I think he's been on my panel a couple times, but it's been a very long time ago. Actually, he has. But, again, I do give credit where credit's due. So, yes, he is funnier than shit. He's very good at coming up with zingers on the fly. He knows how to ad-lib stuff. He knows how to put it in plug it in just at the right moment. You know? And so I am going to give him that. I absolutely will give him that. But as far as him and I go, that's never going to change. And I have called him some pretty, I got some shit wrong with him, and he knows it. He knows it. And I have owned that shit that I have gotten wrong about him. And that was in the Asylum server, I think it was. I think it was that one, or it was, no, it wasn't the Asylum. It was, oh shit. It was Pauly Crispy's server. It was Pauly Crispy's server. He kicked me out of his server. I was in a server for quite a while. He kicked me. He did. And I think it's over lies that Bedtime Clown was spreading about me. Because he kind of repeated them. And I came back at him. I says, yeah, okay, let's see receipts on that one. Hell, I've been waiting for those maybe receipts for over 3 fucking years. And we'll go on waiting forever for those. And over 3.5 years after crushing, debunking everything that he had said, him and Rick Crude, both of them. Right, Rick? Right, Rick? Yeah, that's right. So anyways, neither here nor there. What else do I have to say? But yeah, I did blame Corrosive, for, what the hell was it? Timing me out in Pauly's server. And I don't know, it was either Harry Balls did it, or it was, it could have been a magnitude. Pauly Crispy was giving mod wrenches to everybody that did not like me. He did do that. He was trying his damnedest to get me in his last server, and I said not only no, but hell no. So no, I didn't go in there. I did not go in there. Rada tried to get me in his server, and there's no bites. No bites, and there never will be. And he knows why that is. And I know why that. I don't care if there's 1,000 people in that fucking server. I am not going to go in to that server, and that's just the way that's going to be. If you wanted me to get in your server and hang out, maybe you should have said and went and did the things that you did, which we all know what that is about me and to me. So there is that. Dave, it's early in the morning. I would highly suggest the purple ones today. Pills, that is. Anyways, talk about a male cunt. I just had to clear my throat there, sorry. I have tried so hard to have this guy on my panel, and he's like Prime 2.0. Sorry, Prime. He is literally Prime 2.0. He is, you can't. I can't with this guy. I just can't. It used to be fun to hang out with him, but he just gets really nasty. Listen, I am no saint. Okay, I'm not. It's just the fact that I bring him on there on my panel, and he will not shut the fuck up. And he does it on purpose to get you to drop him. And I don't like dropping anybody on my panels. And I've been very forthcoming. Anytime I've ever done it, I will tell all of y'all that I did it. Okay, I make no beans about it. I will tell you guys that I dropped him or whoever, and I'll tell you why I did it too. So there is also that. But I listen. I maybe it's part of my fault. I have somewhat of a warm heart. I want to try to believe in people as best as I can. But the problem is, they come back and sting. They come back and try to sting me every time. They do. So anyways, here, hang on a second. I am going to let him be a regular mod. We're going to see how he behaves himself. With Prime, the problem with Prime is that he takes it too far, and we all know this. He becomes his own worst enemy. He really does. At other times, however, he can abso-freaking-lutely be funnier than shit. Watching him taking a swing and an uppercut at Rada, absolutely freaking hilarious. And I'll give him that. But he just never knew when to quit. He never knew when to quit. And that is his downfall. And it's always going to be. Do I hate this kid? No, I don't hate him. But he just needs to learn when too much is just, I'm going to say it. I know he doesn't like it, but when people say less is more, and I think he started to catch on with that, but then he started to take a turn, and I don't know why. For the life of me, it makes no sense whatsoever. I just don't get it. I don't get it. He started lashing out at people that are some of the sweetest, nicest people on here. I mean, they don't have a mean bone in their body, as far as I can tell. I mean, but the thing of it is, it's like, but why? I know he's really needy and shit, but like, why? What drove him to like take it too far with those people that were in the community that always, as far as I can tell, welcomed him with opening arms? And only he can answer that, not me. But again, I don't hate him. I've not. There are very few people that I hate on here. There's plenty of people, lots of people that I'm disappointed in. Yes. Most of those people go back to like when I first got back on here 4 years ago. But do I hate those individuals? No, I don't hate them. But I believe, and I'm not a preacher here, so I'm not preaching, but I believe that, we are here to forgive, per se, but not forget. So there is that. Patriot Defense is still in the house. You're another one that Rick here declared dead and miraculously risen from the underworld less than a month later. Right there in my chat. Now, again, the kind of trick that was played on him, would I do it? No, I wouldn't do it. Do I understand it? I actually do. It's not my style. You guys know me. I would never do that, and I didn't. I've never done that, and I never will do that. But that doesn't mean that's not stopping other people from doing it. And the one thing I will say is, it's just like the crying wolf syndrome. Is now anytime, yeah, you could say, well, anytime we hear a report that we've lost someone out here, it's gonna be brought into question. Well, that was out the door a long time ago. Quite a long time ago. And I mentioned Langley Lang, who scammed $1,600 faking this guy Stormhunter's death, who most of you probably don't even know. Yeah, this is old news. Old stuff. AJM, I have not seen you in a very long time. How you doing, dude? What's going on in your world, man? I stayed live just for you. You're the MC now. The party, man. It's all you. You're it, bro. You're it, man. All right. Well, anyways, let me think here. Let me think. Yeah, it's all good, dude. It's all good. Yeah, gas is on the rise. Diesel's even higher. It's not a good time to be an owner-operator of a truck, an 18-wheeler, I'll tell you that right now. I'm sure of that. I'm totally sure of that. Gonna go find it. I firmly believe that you'll try to find a hooker. Now, see, I did not... I'm gonna tell you something. For the most part, you behave yourself today. You get a B+ from me. And I did not time him out. I did not touch him. A moderator did delete a comment that he made. I think it was just one. We'll leave that as a John or Jane Doe. But outside of that, he hadn't even timed out even for 10 seconds by a managing mod. He's been allowed to sit here and talk some more. So see, man, even when all these cross channel mods were knocking me out everywhere I went, like 3 years ago, I still let them talk on my channel. I'll guarantee you, a certain individual out east, who's quite the rebel from the city, is probably watching me right now. But I bet he probably is watching me right now. I know his channels he uses. I do. You know, and and I'm not one to troll him. I don't troll this dude. I do not troll this dude. This is we've been live for 2 hours, 34 minutes and 46 seconds. And well, we were. And I had not mentioned his name one time. Not one time during this live stream. Not even one. Not one. And I did just now. So I don't want to see this kid. Listen, so he made some fucked up, cheap edited clip videos that he made up on me. And it didn't fly. I know he tried so hard. He got mad because I just, he put up my picture on his live streams. So why can't I put his up? And I put his picture of my Kimmy Tabs and I just said he had big ears. He does have big ears. And he took that, he got so mad. He got so steamed up over that. He made 2 videos on me. 2 videos. And it was all edited shit that he made. It was all fake. I have those videos downloaded, by the way. And, he got that upset over me just like, dude, I wouldn't have even done that. I don't care if you if you talk about me or not. Talk about me all you want to. Nobody's stopping you. I don't care. Do as you will. I'd appreciate if you'd share my channel out, though. That'd be nice. If you're going to talk about me. But you see where I'm going with this? I'm just like, dude, you can't, there was nothing nefarious about it. I mean, so what? I put a couple older pictures of him up. And on my tab. And so what about it? I mean, so he put pictures of me up. I don't care. I still don't care. But he got so triggered over it, he did. And so, that wasn't trolling. That was just returning fire. That's all it is. That's all I was doing. So, if you want to be a sourpuss about it, that's fine. That's fine. You go ahead. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. It was what it shall be, So, anyways, backbreaking work. So yeah. Let's see here. I'm tired, guys. I know. I think I put on a good show for you today. Do I not? A solo stream? I think I did. Not that it matters anyway. I mean, you got again, what's going on in the chat is like 2 different parallels to what's going on in the panel. It's you got people in the chat doing their thing. You got me doing my thing. You're going back to the gym. That's a good idea, actually. Very good idea. But I am going to go live later today. This does not count if I do a panel, however, because I want to prove to you guys once and for all that if you don't have 1,000 subs and you go mobile live, that it will automatically save it as private. It doesn't. There's the only way to undo it is to go into your videos list and then change it to make it public. That's the only way you can change that. And that applies to any channel that has under 1K subs. That's how that works. Of all the channels I got, this is the only channel I've got that's got over 1K subs. This is the only one I got. So this is the only channel that I could go live on like this, and it would save without going private. And good morning. Could use some rain where I'm at, actually. Okay. Because I'm sick and tired of everybody out here accusing everybody else of dirty deleting or dirty privating videos when they're using this. And they don't have 1,000 subs. Plus, it gives me a reason to go live on that channel anyway. So, anyway, I want y'all to tune in later on when I do that. And I'm going to provide you a receipt, proof that it will not save I mean, it will not save as public. It's really not that hard. It's like how people cannot freaking navigate the god dang darn community tab. Okay, the community tab. If you go to the community tab and it says 8 comments, there is a drop-down list that you have to select, and there's one of them says show all comments, and even though it says show all comments, it still won't show all comments. And there's one that shows like highlighted comments or something to that effect. You have to navigate between both of those to be able to read all of the comments that are in the chat. Now, if somebody has you blocked and it says 3 comments and you only see 2, well, the reason you're not seeing, even if you navigate that, you're not going to see their comments because they have you blocked. It's really that simple. So, whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Anyways, I really do. Did you guys have fun today? I had fun. Light them up. Light them up. Smoke if you got them. Y'all, oh shit, I got to do my mono outro. Remember, people remember, the small YouTuber always hedges their bets. All good things being equal, all things being equal, rather all good things must come to an end. And that's just the way it is. Like Walter Cronkite used to say. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You gotta give credit, Liliana. He's really trying. He's really trying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. But, yeah, there is that. Damn. So, with that said, we now return you to your regularly scheduled broadcast. And my panel is gonna be, be good. Get your shout outs in there. Say good day, goodbye. Hey, where the hell has D-Band been? Has anybody seen her around? I mean, my eardrum has not been ringing for the longest of time. I wish somebody would have recorded a couple of years ago when she was in my VC one night for over 4 hours. Oh, I shit you not. Over 4 hours screaming at the top of her lungs at everyone. It was grand. It was great. I wish we could get back to that again. So if I go live, it'll be much later on tonight. I don't know what time zones y'all are in, or like parts of the world you're in. And I will post it. Yeah, I don't know where she is. Where the hell did she go? I know she lost her original channel and then she made another one, but I have not seen her anywhere. Have not seen her nowhere. Nowhere. Those were the days. So anyways, yeah, they were the days too, man. They were fun. We gotta get back to make that. That's why I made my official motto for you for like all of us this year. Make YouTube great again, 2026. And so far, not so good. It hasn't worked out so well. So there it is. Andrew, which one? You mean the mob boss? He'll come back on again if he's got something good to go over. He will. He's out there somewhere in YouTube land. He's out there somewhere. I guarantee. I guarantee. A little occasion in there, right? That's right. Like, I guarantee you Terry's probably watching right now and not saying nothing. Not saying nothing. Not saying nothing. What was I going to tell you guys? Oh, shit, I forgot. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Get me one of them Diablo sandwiches, Dr. Pepper, and a Diablo sandwich, and making a goddamn hurry. That was Smokey and the Bandit. Buford T. Justice. The old 10-4 Good Buddy days, CB radio. I mean, how many of us grew up on Citizens Band, or what they called the Chicken Band or Criminal Band radios back in the day? That was what social media was when I was growing up, and all through the 90s, and even up until even when Facebook and MySpace came around, and our first friend was always Tom. Remember? Yep. Smiling Tom in the white t-shirt. He was always our first friend. There was no way around it on MySpace. You've got mail. So anyways. Smoke if you got them, guys. Because I got to get. And you probably should too. Oh, shit. I was going to tell you. I was going to go live oh, damn. I forgot.